Hi everyone, this is Six Storm Team meteorologist Ken Weathers with your forecast discussion for this Sunday evening. Knoxville, we made it up into the low 40s for today, and we did see some melting across the area, but many, especially back towards the plateau up into Kentucky, did not make it out of the 30s today, so their thaw was a little bit slower. The problem is that thaw is going to come to a screeching halt over about the next 36 hours. And just past midnight, the rain was moving out, but we still recorded 0.05 of an inch of rainfall at the airport before that rain moved out. Most areas picked up well over an inch late yesterday afternoon through the early morning hours today. Our deficit now just a little below an inch for the year. So here's kind of what I expect the weather story for you. For tonight, the slush, whatever we did see start to melt, will refreeze, or whatever's still there will be there tomorrow morning. So watch out for those side roads again. Are going to be quite tricky first thing tomorrow morning. My concern tonight, there will be a few flurries around, maybe a dusting in some spots, but the bigger concern may be the reduced visibilities to fog. And with temperatures below freezing, we may see some light freezing fog in spots. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe a little bit better opportunity of some light snow as we head into Tuesday. I'll explain coming up in just a minute. But here's what I look for tonight. As we go past midnight into the early morning hours, there's that little disturbance sliding up from the south. Now, the bulk of this moisture remains in portions of Georgia and Alabama. So northern Georgia, northern Alabama, better chance of some wintry precipitation. But we could see a little bit overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. And this will kind of be exiting pre-sunrise. But my concern is how cold it'll be first thing tomorrow morning. Some in the upper teens along the plateau into Kentucky, while we're in the mid to upper 20s across the valley. Here's the other concern. Even with a peak or two of sunshine early tomorrow, our temperatures will not get out of the 30s. In fact, some stay in the 20s all day, especially back along the plateau. This is where we still have a lot of the snow and ice across the area, so temperatures will not warm up much at all. I'm only going right around 33 here in the Knoxville area, and then it gets even colder. Most areas will end up in the teens and low 20s by early on our Tuesday morning across the region. Now, again, that little disturbance coming through doesn't look like it has a lot of moisture with it, but wouldn't be surprised to see some trace amounts in some spots. But again, it doesn't take much, as you know, to cause some slick areas, especially as cold as it will be, and the ground is very cold. So kind of just scattered light flurries, light snow showers, less than an inch. In fact, I see most areas less than even half an inch at this point, so looking more like trace amounts, if anything, across the area. So southeast Kentucky tonight, a refreeze for sure, as lows drop to near 20 and only 27 for a high tomorrow in places like Pine Knot and Strunk. Winds will be out of the north at 5 to 10. Flurries, some fog in spots for tonight along the plateau, but just very cold. Lows near 20, if not upper teens, on the northern edge of the plateau as you head up towards the Jamestown area. For the mountains, light mix late tonight into to early tomorrow. Temperatures will be slow to drop, but they're really going to almost kind of hold steady really throughout the day after that colder air really filters in, and winds will be brisk for higher elevations, so it's quite chilly. Across the valley, here's what I expect. Temperatures dipping down into the upper 20s first thing tomorrow morning, so other than the light snow flurry or light snow shower activity, the bigger concern early is just the slush refreeze, especially those secondary roads, okay? And not much sunshine through the day. Those clouds, high clouds, will stream back in, so that's why I'm going to keep us in the low 30s, and temperatures will fall off to near 20, if not upper teens, by the time we get into early Tuesday morning. As I mentioned, maybe a slightly better opportunity. Storm system moves along the Gulf Coast. At this point, it's across South Georgia, but I think it's close enough to bring some light snow to the southern half of our viewing area, especially south of Interstate 40. But we'll keep an eye on that low. If it comes a little further north, then the opportunities and coverage for snow will go up. But it's going to be a cold start for sure. And this is mainly early in the day, by the way. A little drier, a little quieter through the second half of the work week, but still chilly. We should be at 54 this time of year for our average high. Overnight lows will be in the teens and 20s. So again, slow process, unfortunately, to get all this snow and ice out of our viewing area. By the time we get to late next weekend, temperatures climbing into the low 50s with some rain, it looks like, late Sunday into Monday. So again, stay connected with us on Facebook, Twitter, also online. You can get the latest forecast details and watch these videos, wate.com/weather. And guess what? You can also watch these videos in our Knoxville weather app, our Storm Team app. Just search Knoxville Weather on Google Play or iTunes. And guess what? We stream our newscast there as well. Plus, you get all the advisories for your area and your local forecast, all there. And it's the forecast we provide from the Six Storm Team, not just the generic forecast. You will actually get our forecast there. All right, hope you have a great, safe night tonight. Try to stay warm. Again, if you're still without power and you're watching this via our app, try to get to a place warm, at least have a supplemental way of heat. Try and stay warm over the next couple of days. and be careful still if you have to travel. All right, hope you have a great night.